Coming up on the Mom Game, we've got a big guest in the studio. It's Julie's fairy godmother. It's her fairy godmother in person, here to talk with us about her and her mission and why it has been her mission to help families get their time back.
So important if you're a mom, if you're a parent, to listen to this interview and hear about why we need to spend less time doing those annoying tasks, more time with our family. And we're also going to talk about some of those things that we got away with back in the day that kids and families could never get away with now. That's all coming up here on the Mom Game.
Today's episode of The Mom Game is presented by our friends at Gateway GMC at LBJ and Jupiter. I know that buying a car can be stressful, but not at Gateway, because their slogan is, Gateway's got it. And just what does that mean? Well, it means Gateway's got a wide selection of new GMCs and GM-certified used vehicles, all competitively priced. Gateway's got it. In these busy times, you want a car dealer who makes things easy and convenient. Well, guess what? Gateway's got it. When you log on to gatewaygmc.com, look for the Shop, Click, Drive button. This allows you to shop from the comfort of your home, and who doesn't want that? In fact, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, select your vehicle. 2, create your offer. 3, schedule that delivery. And on top of all this, Gateway GMC offers complimentary car washes for life. So when you want a dealer who has it all, Gateway's got it. You can find them online at gatewaygmc.com or shop in person at LBJ and Jupiter. GMC, we are professional grade. And welcome inside the Coppola Studios for episode 294 of the Mom Game. Wow, that was
a loud one.
That was a loud one. That was a little premature.
No warning.
Premature pop there. It's episode 294 of the Mom
said.
Game. I knew you were going to go there. I'm kind of proud that you did.
Yeah.
Premature pop.
You knew what you were doing when you said it.
God, I got a
You were waiting for me to say.
Really, really good story that is absolutely not appropriate.
Let's do it.
Nope.
You're in the right place.
You know, honey, I tell pretty much anything on the air. This is not one.
Oh, but it has to do with a premature pop?
It has to do with certain things that might be associated with premature pops.
You can't just do that to me.
I absolutely can. I cannot.
Mean,
this is
though.
that. I'll go real far. That one's a little too far.
Well, then we just have to leave it to the imagination.
A little too far. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
There's stuff for that.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Okay.
So
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's a different time.
Okay, got it.
Different time.
Got it.
Different people in my life.
Right. Yeah.
So
I hear you.
Probably best to just squash that one. My fault for bringing it up.
You teased it just enough.
My fault. Completely owning in that. So thank you. Sorry to the viewers and listeners that will not be hearing that story about my personal life.
Message Emily on social and ask her for the story.
Can you imagine?
Just beat her down until she tells us.
There's a small group of humans who know, whoa.
It's spicy today. I think because the ice, it was like.
Yeah, because I forgot to chill it.
Yeah.
So, there's a small group of humans that probably aren't listening to the show that know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, a small group. Things got a little crazy.
No, it's just because there was a time when I shared everything with everyone.
Okay.
Not everyone. There was just a small group.
Is this around the
people.
time you wore a Talk to My Agent shirt?
Yeah, it was close to that time.
Okay.
I was a different human back
right.
then.
Yeah. The gambling addiction, Talk to My Agent,
a lot of
the
things.
red convertible thing or whatever it was.
What?
I mean, I guess that was a little later in life because Mike corrected you on not having
No, it was a gold Mercedes.
That's right. Red
It wasn't
convertible.
a convertible. It's almost as bad.
Gold Mercedes.
Oh God, I financed the shit out of that thing. It's just, I made a lot of wrong turns early in my life. Or actually middle of my life, like late 20s. I wasn't doing the best things. Mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
I wasn't making the best.
I think a lot of people will go through that.
I feel like I've kind of turned things around a little bit.
I think so.
So anyway, welcome to episode 294 of the Mom Game. We are back together in the Coppola Studios after a great, fantastic remote show.
Yes.
With Angela and DeMarcus Ware, and then the Fort Worth City councilman and his wife, Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Charlie Lauersdorf.
There. Look at you. Look at the big brains on Julie.
Big brains.
Wow.
Braincopia.
Yeah. So it was really, hey. You're out of screensaver mode?
They're working on it. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good.
Buffering?
Feeling better.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like the 35% buffered.
Yeah. I'm getting there.
Okay, good. Great remote show. We worked in conjunction with our friends at the Susan G. Komen Foundation, because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month as we wind down the month of October. But our relationship with Susan G. Komen runs throughout the year.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think maybe we'll have another something like that in the spring.
Yeah, I hope so.
So yeah, it was great. And the clips from the show have been posted out, or some of them have been. I just think like did you expect that kind of like insight and
if you
parenting?
Follow him and you see like he's super like motivational and inspirational and he's very faith driven and kind of has a really good just kind of aura about him. He's always had that, I feel like. But when he was in football mode, I think he was just so tunnel vision.
Right.
But I think since he's retired, he's just become this like, I think he probably looks back and is like, damn, I did some good shit in my career. And now I'm just going to,
I like
spout about it. Yeah.
At the top, whenever we were talking to him about, all of his accolades and stuff. And he was like, yeah, one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
I was like, man. Like,
exactly.
You were. So don't be afraid to say it.
Yeah.
But no, I thought he was wonderful. Angela was so wonderful and lovely. They're a great couple, but just their parenting insight, I was like, oh man, so many people need to hear this. Like, it's great. So, I mean, slam dunk on that event.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
ADM killed it with all of everything that they did. So it was fun. And it got me kind of like back in wanting to have more big name people, because I just love those conversations. When you can have somebody that is super recognizable but just talk about like little intricacies in life. I love that stuff.
I feel like those are some of our best guests, is like because I think we talk to them about things that they normally don't talk about.
Right.
We did that with Dirk. We did that with Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
We did that with DeMarcus, whereas a lot of times when they're a guest of someone, it's just all football.
Right.
Or all whatever sport it is they're playing. So yeah. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so we got a lot coming up on the show today.
Yes.
We are going to have your friend and savior. Is it safe to call her that?
Yeah, or I call her fairy godmother.
Okay, that's a great title. Leigh Daugherty, and she is the owner of Family Concierge, and she's revolutionized the Dobbs household, the Forbes Dobbs household.
She has.
Yeah,
she really has, and she's done the same for a lot of people around DFW. But her story is really cool about why she got into this, and I think it's a great kind of perspective and lesson that maybe a lot of parents really need to hear.
Sure.
So I'm super excited to talk to her about that, and also like some really great tips for organizing your house and kind of resetting things. Yeah. So hopefully I guess that people will gain something from here coming up in just a bit with Leigh.
Yeah, we've got a lot more to talk about before we get to Leigh. We're going to talk some sports, obviously. If you're behind on anything Cowboys related, we're going to dissect it from top to bottom. I took a look at the all 22s.
Yeah, it's going to be like a 3-hour show.
Yeah, I watched all the film. No, but we will fill you in on the latest and greatest from the world of sports. We also want to talk about you versus Roblox.
Yeah. I'm
curious to hear about that because Roblox has been in the news.
I hate them.
Okay, so we'll talk about that. I got pulled over, which I'm going to talk about here in a second. What else do we have? I know what I really have been wanting to talk about, and I'm trying to get the exact. So it's like 20 things we survived that would emotionally destroy kids today.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's another list that Jasmine got for us that is like the weird rules your parents had, the weird shit back in the day that we had growing up. So I want to, even if we just quick hit on those, I definitely want to get to those. So if you need organizational parenting advice, if you need to get all the latest on the film breakdown of the Cowboys. We got a fun Shohei Ohtani story. Basically, if you just want to feel better about yourself.
That's right. That's what we're here for.
Because we're a disaster. You've come to the right place. Yep. I already revealed a premature pop, experience that I had in my life that I won't go too further into detail on. So yeah, I feel like we're already providing a great service to our listeners.
I think so. We make you feel better about yourself. You're on the mom game. That's our job.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening. Tell your friends.
Okay. So I got pulled over on the way here.
Oh, on the way here.
I did.
Fresh off.
I did. Fresh off of.
Shit.
I was detained for about 3.5 minutes. No, I mean, I just didn't go anywhere. I was just sitting in my car. Yeah. But I was coming off the exit ramp of the highway because I was having bathroom anxiety. That's the thing for me. I've talked to you about it.
Well, yeah, but like
I can't, like, I get fearful when I know there's not a restroom close to me. So
driving at any time.
The level of issues,
you
like
put
the
a
number
kid
of
potty
issues
in your car
that I have. Yeah, I guess I could, but I don't think it would ever turn into anything. It's just like this massive anxiety that like when I get on the express lane, it's like, hold on,
okay,
here we go.
So they caught you
because we're on the express lane and there's nowhere to go. You can't go off to the side, like, because I'm always thinking like, okay, well, worst case scenario, if something really, bad were to happen, and I really needed to go to the bathroom, and I really don't want to wet my pants, then probably I can pull over on the side of the road, and I'll go.
Right.
Like, this is what I'm telling myself. But then when you're on the express lane, there's nowhere to go.
No, there's not.
No.
It's tricky like that.
So it's just it just goes back to, again, why I need to go to Braintopia, and they would tell me that like I'm the most effed up individual on the planet. So it just goes into this whole psychology, and then I have these conversations with myself like, no, you're fine. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Anyway. So yeah, but this is like an hour drive for me to the studio every Tuesday. And so sometimes I do have to actually go to the restroom in between Fort Worth and Dallas. And this was one of those days. And so he pulls me over, and I'm like, I'm on the exit ramp. And he turned his lights on before I even passed him, because I saw him and I started decelerating. But does he have a radar gun behind him? Like, I guess he was shooting backwards toward me and saw me speeding. So I get off, and he's like, and I'm like, okay, I'm pulling over. Like, I'm going into the parking lot. So I go into this parking lot.
Scoot over. Like one of the only times in life someone can do this to you and like, get away with it.
Well, and then of course like, talk about anxiety.
It's a bad feeling. It's the worst feeling.
So then I already have bathroom anxiety. Now I have police anxiety. Yeah. And so he comes up, and then I'm like, I need to get my insurance. Is he worried I'm going for a gun? Like, what do I put my hands up? Like, so I just made very like smooth, slow, deliberate motions, got my ID out, got my insurance out. He was like, any reason why you were speeding? And I was like, I didn't know I was. Like, it's an exit ramp. I was like, just coming off the highway. My apologies. Yeah. And he was like, take a look at your driver's license. I was like, yes, sir. And here you go. And I had my insurance too. And he like looked at the insurance and whatever. I was like, okay. And so like a couple minutes later, he comes back, and he's like, I'll let you off with a warning, Miss McCoy. You got a pretty clean record. I was like, okay. So, but slow it down. And I was like, okay. And I was like, is there even a speed? I mean, I wanted to be like, is there even a speed limit sign? Like, I was doing 70, like speed limit coming off of the highway. And then
they have to give you a little bit of time to adjust. How
quickly do you want me? But then I'm like, listen, you're letting me off with a warning.
That's nice. Yeah.
It wasn't even a written warning. It was just an oral warning.
Yeah. So he didn't say like, go Rangers? I know you were fearing that.
He did not say go Rangers.
That's good.
I probably would have had a panic attack.
Right.
Like, so many panic attacks happened. But no, it was great. So I got
what do we have this off season? What do we got? What's going on?
How about Skip Schumacher?
Right. Yeah. Well, that's nice. You just got a warning. Yeah. The last time I got pulled over, I was driving to Horseshoe Bay for that girls' weekend, that tennis weekend, and I was almost there.
That's when you were going out of town all the time.
Just living, just so totally jealous. Crazy.
Yeah.
Totally crazy. But I got pulled over, and to your point about wanting to be careful when you're reaching, I reached into my purse to start getting everything that I knew he was going to ask for. And he walked over and was like, what are you reaching for?
I know.
I was like, my driver's license. Yeah. Like, what else would I be doing? I mean.
Well, but you have to think about the situations they've been in. Like,
yeah.
So many crazy ass situations.
I know. And then he was like, why are you driving so fast? And I was like, well, I'm just going to have a girls' weekend. I was trying to get away from it all, but here we are. Like life's been stressful. Was
Yeah.
just trying to get away from it all,
Now
and I'm
let's just add a
almost there.
$300 speeding ticket to the mix.
Yep, I know, but I didn't get the speeding ticket, but he gave me a ticket for registration or something, which I still need to get.
Well, Julie,
I just spoke it into the microphone. I haven't told anybody else that.
when was it due? It's probably already time for next year's registration.
I don't want to say. Can they arrest me on TV?
No.
It was like June of last year. Like those kind of tasks, like I effing hate.
Well, yeah, everyone does. No one likes them.
I know, but
It's called being an adult.
screensaver mode.
It's
Don't be mean to me.
Jesus.
Screensaver mode. I'm diagnosed.
Oh, now we're going to use the diagnosis as a crutch.
Yes.
Sorry, everybody. I'm just a screensaver.
It's like it is a very real trait of whatever I have.
I know. Listen, we're all effed up. It's fine.
Stopping down. I'm like, if I'm going to do my new like dumb tasks, I'm going to do them for work. Like I'm going to do them that will serve me more than this dumb stuff.
Right.
And it's like, because it's been so long, I can't just do it online, or else I would have done it. I tried. I have to like go to the county.
I thought you had to go.
I have to like go somewhere downtown. That's why it's
You're
so
not even
hard.
talking about an inspection.
registration.
Registration.
Yeah, after a certain amount of time, you can't do it online.
Well, okay.
I know. Well, I mean, in the
Put that on a
future,
list
I
of
will.
things to do.
Yeah, it's just like we need a list of all the worst.
Can the family
adulting
concierge
things.
do it for you?
Probably. I'll ask Leigh when she gets here.
Can you take care of my vehicle registration?
Like, think about all the professional athletes and stuff though that like don't do anything.
100%.
Like they just have a person doing all of this.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
am jealous.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I went to Lubbock this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Watch Julie sit up. Ooh, so you got it this
I
time.
am. I'm sitting up.
The voice of God. told you to
Right.
Sit
I
up.
know.
Yeah, I went to Lubbock this weekend. We had a blast. My friend Heather, who we've been friends since our freshman year of college, we were pledge sisters, and so we always stay with her when we go. And her husband Chad, Mike, and him are like super tight, like butt buddies. They just giggle all the time and tell stories and love each other. And so Henry went and took a friend, and so we went to the game, and it was fun. It was not much of a game. Tech won 42-0 over Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is not very good.
Yeah.
If you're curious about Oklahoma State football, it's not very good right now. It's real bad, actually. So anyway, 42 grits, we won. And our backup quarterback, who was starting in place of our injured first string quarterback, is now hurt, tore an ACL. So now we're either, hopefully Baron Morton will be back, or we're to our third string quarterback. So fingers crossed, prayers up for the Red Raiders.
Was it fun?
It was fun. We had a blast.
Yeah.
Not my sister and her family were also there, which was fantastic. I did nothing social. Like we went to the game, right? There was a million people I wanted to see, and I sucked and told them all I was a terrible friend. But if they wanted to come see me, they could come to me, because my sister and her family were there. So they came over both nights to their house. Anyway, it was a blast. It's always fun to go home. I love West Texas. I love Lubbock.
Where do you stay?
I love the Red Raiders at Heather's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we stay there.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so it's super fun.
Yeah. I know.
I wish I would have seen half the people I wanted to see when I originally made the trip, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Can't do it all.
No, you can't.
Hard to do it all.
Yeah,
Hard
for
to
sure.
see everybody.
Yeah.
It's like when I have some friends that come in town that I have a couple good friends that like used to live here and don't anymore. And then they come in town and they'll like post or whatever. And I'm like,
Rude.
you didn't even call me.
I did tell everyone.
I get
told
it,
everyone was
though.
coming, and I efforted, but it just wasn't. It was a quickish trip, and
Yeah.
the game, and also too, I think the game time affected it, because it was a 2:30, 3 o'clock start, and so it was like they didn't want to tailgate, and so I didn't really care about tailgating either. So then we get there, and then by the time the game was over and we got home, it was like dark, and I just wanted to put on my pajamas
Yeah.
and sit on the porch.
That's fine. You got to do what
Yeah,
you got to
so,
do. You got to
anyway.
do what you want to do.
But yeah, fun weekend.
Good.
In the LBK.
Are you excited for Halloween?
It's fine. I mean,
What are your kids? Do they still,
So,
they're dressing up, right?
No.
Hattie doesn't even dress
Hattie's
up?
14. Hattie will, yes. But Hattie's it's like a big group of girls, and they all ordered soda t-shirts and wearing sequin skirts. Like that's
Okay.
what they did. But then she told me she has another outfit, because they're going to be Alvin and the Chipmunks. Because they do it's a little street called Sweetbriar in Fort Worth, and they have a Halloween night every year, and it's super fun. They shut down the street, the kids trick or treat, people cook out, everybody's hanging out in the front. It's a super cool deal. And so she did the soda stuff for Sweetbriar, and Henry went to Sweetbriar, but he didn't dress up. And then, but for actual Halloween, she alleges that she's being Alvin of Alvin and the Chipmunks. But I have not ordered one thing for Alvin.
Maybe she's doing it herself.
Maybe she's doing it herself.
Okay.
It's kind of the place where my children are at, which is equal parts wonderful and terrifying and sad.
Yeah. I've heard
the amount of time my kids spend in their room versus hanging out with us is crazy. And they just do everything. Like I didn't know it was, I'm like, you can't wear a Texas Tech jersey to school, honey. And she's like, Mom, it's Red Ribbon Week.
You did get her on the email. Remember, you were just going to put her on all the emails so she could get all these updates?
Now they just talk about everything. Or when I originally get something, if like the competent group mom text, which I'm thankfully a part of because they fill me in on everything. Yeah. Then I just screenshot everything and send it to my kids. And then I'm like, it's on you. If you want to wear crazy socks to school, that's on you. Yeah. If you want to wear a jersey to school, that's on you. Whatever it is, it's on you. Yeah. Yeah, Henry came in the other night and was like, I think I'm going to have to really ace this science test if I don't want to get a C. And I was like, a C? You never even made a B. Where is a C coming from?
Yeah, because like it's already starting with Ryder a little bit where I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, but I'm like, also too, I can't hover over. The only thing I do is ask, do you have homework? I ask that after school every day because at that point in time, then I have to say, no, you can't do this because you have homework. So that's really the only question I'm asking. So it's also like, oh, he's going to make it. What if he makes a C? And then I'm like, okay, who cares? What if he makes a C? Like, he's going to figure it out. Like, yeah, because he didn't do something right when he turned in an assignment. So I'm like, well,
do you still have conferences? Is that a dumb question?
No, it's not a dumb question.
When do those stop?
I don't think we had them in 5th grade.
Okay.
So yeah,
I love them because I'm like, I don't know anything this year. I feel like for Ryder, but
I feel like I've gotten a few emails in middle school, like from teachers complaining about something that my child has done.
Right. But that's
which is fine. And I'm like, okay, it will be addressed and, then punishment happens, whatever. But no, there's very little communication. They at middle school, they like really don't want you up at the school. They really they're like, if you want to join the PTA and send us some money and we'll buy the teacher some snacks, great. But we don't need you.
We don't need all the mom squad volunteering all the time. Interesting. So, and I've heard that as you get older, it does feel weird and sad, like especially when they're in high school because they can start driving themselves and you're just kind of not needed and they're not there. And it's like a weird, it's very weird. Also a lot of not really for me because I wasn't big in the PTA and making a whole bunch of friends for myself, but I've heard that dissipates too because you don't have all the, you're not like on the group text for this and that and this and that. It's like you have to, and your kids aren't friends with your mom friends' kids anymore. They grow up and they're like, I'm going to be friends with who I want because
and it's important that they
I can
do
text who I want. And I'm actually very excited for that because there's so much social manipulation in our world that I'm excited for them to like even just get to middle school. We're going to have new kids influxed into the world, their worlds, and all the moms that were trying so hard to force friendships. It's like at some point it's like, oh well, now they're on their own.
Yeah, for sure. And I've been a big believer in that from a very very early age with both my kids. Like on their birthday parties, it's like, who do you want to invite? Right. It's not me deciding, it's your birthday. Like
same,
all that kind of stuff. And I think there's I think a lot of it is, it's just, I don't know. A lot of it's just stuff I didn't have time for. And so I just didn't concern myself with it. And also too, I just feel like it's important for my friends to figure their own shit out. Like they're going to be forced to do stuff with our family friends regardless. Right. There's a group of kids that my kids are always going to be friends with because the moms and the dads, the parents spend so much time together. Right. But that's not who I expect them to hang out with constantly.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. So,
yeah, we'll see.
I know it's coming for you, Julie. It'll come here. It'll come fast. Like last night when I was texting you and you're like, oh, I'm got to get the kids to bed. Like now it's like I go to bed before my children. Yeah. And it's a weird thing.
Right.
I know.
That is very weird. And you just
sometimes I go to bed before they even get home. Yeah. Now, granted, I probably won't do that when they're actually driving.
I can't imagine that.
But so like Hattie went to a football game the other night and it didn't get over till like 10:30 or 11. It was like a Thursday night. I was like, peace, I'm out. I'm going to bed. Yeah. And like I turned my ringer on, but.
Will you do that when they start like going out?
Now when they start driving, that may be, right now I know they're with responsible parents who are going to deliver them to my doorstep. Yeah. Now I don't think I'll be that way.
Because that's going to be a hard phase too. And it's like, I don't have plans, but when they're driving up till midnight, like or 12:30. My curfew was 12:30 in high school, and I gave my mom so much crap. I thought that was terrible because some people were 1:30.
What?
Yes, Austin.
Oh,
People are crazy.
they are loose down there.
I know.
Yeah.
I had like one of the earliest curfews.
At 12:30?
Yes. This is high school.
I don't remember what my curfew
Yeah.
was. Yeah. Well, regardless.
Regardless.
Kids grow up and it's weird. It's great and it's weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
My last little kid note, because Anna's been a little bit sick. She stayed home yesterday, but she's fine. But with her asthma, we always worry a little bit. And this morning she was like trying to fake. I think she was faking, trying to stay home again. And she was like, Mom, you don't listen. You didn't even take care of me yesterday. Like guilt tripping me that I didn't take care of her when she was sick. I'm like, I did all these things. I'm like literally calling the doctor now. I'm sending the inhaler. We had to run it back to school. You left your classes, like all these things.
So was she just home alone, sick?
No, we were both there like doting on her. But I think because Kelly is great and super involved, like she just gives him all the credit for like doing less than I did. But because
get the scorecard out,
right?
No, I don't blame you.
Like
I'm with you.
Like he's wonderful,
right.
and he took her around like to take the dog to get groomed, and like he made her warm ginger ale. That's what his mom used to do for. Like he did a few wonderful sweet things,
right.
And he's great. But like I did everything else. Oh yeah. But she told me this morning I didn't take care of her when she was sick. I'm like, I waited till she went to school, and I was like bitching to Kelly. I was like, look at all this, like had my hands like. Do not tell me I don't take care of you, 7-year-old.
Yes.
What is this girl doing to me?
I know.
But you take care of me.
Okay, but you have to remember that you're the adult. Remember,
I know
you're the parent. She's 7.
Yes.
She knows not what she says. She's just trying to
manipulate already.
100% she is. Yes.
I think too. We did her oximeter. And it was like 90 something when I did it, which is great. That's like what all of us should be. You're breathing. And then I think she was holding her breath and doing it because it like dropped down to 80. And then it was like in the 70s. I was like, you'd be dead. Like, what are you doing? Are you holding your breath? Just, Yes.
Oh, you're in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
You're in trouble.
God dang it.
Well, listen, I'm in the middle of trouble.
I got 2 of them.
So yeah, it's kids, man. They're amazing.
Amazing. Okay. Good word.
Let's talk a little. Let's quick hit some sports courts right fast. Brought to us by our friends at Baylor Scott & White.
Yes. And the mom game wants you to unleash your frog power with our friends at Baylor Scott & White. If you haven't taken part in this contest yet, make sure that you do it. This is very super cool. As the proud sponsor of TCU Athletics, Baylor Scott & White All Saints is giving you the chance to win a football coach signed. A football coach. You could win a whole football coach.
Wow.
Of football signed by Coach Sonny Dykes. You can just sit in your living room.
With Sonny. I'm going to have to tell him about this. Like did he
can
know what he was signing up
Sonny
for?
Dykes. He will sit on your couch and just
hang out.
If you need advice on football or life or anything, you need someone to go throw the ball with your kids, he will just sit there. And all you have to do is snap a picture of this QR code on your screen. It'll take you straight to that entry form. Or you can head to our Mom Game Instagram, click the link in our bio labeled Baylor Scott & White Enter to Win contest while you're there. Check out some game day tips to keep you at your peak so that every game feels like your best game. And remember, Baylor Scott & White Health, you've always got a team that has your back. Entries must be received prior to 11:59 p.m. on December 1st. So go click that QR code. Hey, that's just in time for Christmas.
Yeah.
It'd be a sweet Christmas present.
Yes. So just to be clear, you are not entering for a chance to win Sonny Dykes. You are merely entering for, not merely, but it's cool, but you're just not going to get Sonny. You're entering for a chance to win a Sonny Dykes signed football. Yeah. Kate, he's not going anywhere. Sonny's lovely wife, Kate.
Yeah. Or maybe she's like, take him. You never know.
She might not be a bad idea.
You can win my husband next.
Yeah. We're just going to make our way through the rotations. Win our husband. Okay, so we're not going to spend too much time on sports outside of the all 22s from the Cowboys.
Right.
What you got? Do you know do you think everyone knows what all 22s are? Do you think the majority of our
Probably
audience?
not.
So all 22s are like a wide shot of like every play of a football game, showing all 22 players.
It's for the football nerds that want to study every little thing.
Yes. It's not us.
No.
So it's just we think it's a funny sports joke to us. It's some of y'all are probably like, this is fucking lame. Stop saying all 22s. But that's what it is.
And now, if you didn't know what it is, now you do, and you can use it in conversation and impress your friends and your husband.
So if you have friends that want to know more about high level football, you can tell them to watch the mom game. So yeah, all 22s are not happening in our show. The Cowboys, are you going to play that sounder? Okay. Turn it up.
Okay. Hang on.
Okay.
This is dedicated to the Cowboys and Cowboys fans.
Oh no! We suck again!
Yeah. It's so hard. It's so hard to watch. It's so hard. I want to love this team. I want them to win. I love the Cowboys. Some of my best memories of childhood are me and my sister and my dad watching the Dallas Cowboys. I want them to win. I want to love them. Mm-hmm. They're making it so hard for me to love them. Mm-hmm. They keep doing me wrong.
44-22.
Oh, it was
to the Broncos.
I know. And the defense is terrible. It's just, I need to, and I've become less emotionally invested in them and their success and the outcomes of their games over the years. I've become so much more invested in other things, including, my baseball team, my college football team. I've always been invested in tech football, but
yeah,
I just have found other things that and
you have to.
I
mean, anyone who's like living or dying by the Cowboys still
God bless
every
you.
Sunday, like you've been to have your brain checked.
But I know, but that's mean.
I'm just being serious.
Well, what if they just love their team?
Yeah.
So that's rude, and I apologize for Julie. She's being very judgmental and not very understanding.
Stop.
But yeah, it's hard. It's hard, and
it's hard.
I know.
Well, and the hardest part is we've talked about this so many times, but like when the owner seems like they don't necessarily care and they're not trying to do everything they can do to win because they're already one of the most successful and profitable sports franchise.
I disagree.
In the world.
I think they are. I think Jerry Jones thinks he is doing everything
He's
possible.
doing enough, but he's not doing everything. He thinks he's doing enough to get people to like kind of shut up about it and maybe win. Maybe.
I think that's insane.
You wouldn't trade Michael Parsons.
I think he wants to win so badly. I really do think he wants to win really bad.
He's not putting his money where his mouth is.
But I think he thinks that the decisions that he is making are going to translate into a winner. I firmly believe this. I don't think he's like, I'm gonna pull a fast one over on them.
No, but he's like just trying averagely. He knows.
I think this is his hardest try. I think this is him trying really hard. I think he wants to win really bad. He's not getting any younger. I really do believe that. I really do. Because he's too, I don't know.
Was this the best head coach to hire? Would you have traded away Micah Parsons?
But I think, no, and I see what you're saying.
Would you have? You can go all in.
I think
you can go all in financially. You can go. He's not doing that.
Right. Well, there's a salary cap in the NFL, so at some point you kind of are. Like if you're spending up to the cap, like it's not like baseball.
Right.
There's a salary cap. There's only, and I know people are going to yell at me for this, but there is only so much so much pie to go around because you have a salary cap. So when you invest how many ever dollars into CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, and Micah Parsons, they're chewing up a huge chunk of your salary cap. My whole point is, does he make all the right moves? Absolutely not. But do I think he thinks he's making the right moves that are best for the team, that are best for them to win? I really do. Is it delusional? Perhaps. But I firmly believe that dude, because he's so prideful that he's so prideful. Like, I think it kills him that they haven't done jack squat since Jimmy Johnson left this thing. Like, I think it kills him. I think he would do anything to get back there, but he's just not making the right decisions. But I don't think it's because he's intentionally not making the right.
I think he's accepted being average because they're still making so much money, because they're still so successful, because he's still rich AF, and they're still fans buying everything, going to every game, selling out. The tickets cost an insane amount of money. Parking's $100. So he's like, meh. I'm still rich. I'm still making all this money. I'm average. As long as we are average or a little better than average, this thing's going to continue the way it is. And he's not doing a lot of things that I think some other owners are doing.
And I understand that argument, and I appreciate that argument, but I don't agree with it at all. I think that he thinks he's doing the best thing possible. And I think that people like that are wired differently. Because if you told me like here's
Why would you trade away your best player?
here's $1 million, I don't know.
That's
Julie,
an ego.
Honey, I don't know if whatever.
I mean, if you're trying to win, you don't do that.
Right, but if he thinks long term for the next duration, like I don't know, I don't have all the answers. But what I'm saying is, I think that he firmly believes that he's doing what he can to win. Also, too, I think that that's also like saying like, oh, professional athletes, they make all this money and then they don't care if they win. I think that's bullshit. I think the vast majority do.
Yeah,
I feel
athletes
like
are different. This is Jerry. He's his own animal.
I feel like he definitely. I feel like he doesn't rest. He's got, what's the difference in 6 billion and 7 billion? Like, I don't think that's where he gets his. I think that's where he got his juice for a while.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the ultimate thing. I mean, that's like saying if I gave you $2 million, but people were going to talk negatively about you all the time. Are you okay? Would you be okay with that?
No, but that's not really what I'm saying. I just don't. I think he's kind of half-assing it.
Okay. Well, fair enough. We agree to disagree.
Yeah,
I don't.
sure.
I mean, do I think he's making the right decisions? Absolutely not. Do I think he wants to and believes that he is? I 100%
He's hoping
agree that
he can roll a coin and it'll work out in his favor and they might win. I just think it's a history of making these kind of bad decisions, letting people go, letting people that are successful go somewhere else in the draft. Everything else, it's like, I don't know. This is something we talked about a lot with Kavanaugh, so maybe he's gotten in my brain too, but I agree. Like, I just think that he's half-assing it.
Yeah.
Because he's like rich and he's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a lot of people that are rich and fine that are still competitive. The dude wants to win.
Yeah.
The dude wants to win outside of the aura and the whatever of Jimmy Johnson, and he has yet to do that.
I don't know that was the right head coach hire. Things like that. It's like he wants a certain personality.
Well, but I mean, look at who you brought in, who you came from. You came from Mike McCarthy. Like, you needed to go the complete opposite direction of Mike McCarthy. Mm-hmm. Mike McCarthy was not it.
Which was going the complete opposite direction of Jason Garrett.
It's just...
He let Jason Garrett stay for way too long.
Right.
Like, just, there's all kinds of stuff.
Again, I'm not saying by any stretch that he is making all the right decisions at all. None of us are.
Of course he wants to win in his
No
heart.
GMs.
Yes.
But I think that he believes it.
Yeah.
I think that, and that's his personality. I think he believes in his heart of hearts that he is doing everything that he can. I don't think he's trying to fool anyone. I think he firmly believes that everything he does is in the best interest of this organization and in the best interest of them winning. Now, again, is he delusional? Yeah. Perhaps. But I'm saying I don't think it's like, well, I'm going to pull one over on these guys and I'm going to do this and pretend like that. And I don't think he's doing that. I think he does everything with like an absurd amount of conviction that he feels like it's the right thing to do.
Right, because he's got a false everything he thinks everything he's doing is right.
As I just said, like, I think he might be. Is it delusional? Perhaps, but I don't think that he is.
Give me more.
I don't think he thinks he's pulling it over on anyone.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm tired of talking about it.
Stretch the imagination.
Yeah, I just think he's half-assing it. That's my thought.
Yes. Okay.
What's Ravens lose ping pong in video games?
So the Ravens are not very good at football this year. A lot of that is because Lamar Jackson, their stud quarterback, who is so fun to watch play football. If you haven't watched Lamar Jackson play football, you should, when he comes back from injury. But the Jim Harbaugh took away their, is it Jim or John? I can't get him confused. Anyway, they're brothers. One of them's coaching the Ravens. He took away their fun games in the locker room.
Oh.
So he took out the ping pongs and the video games.
Yeah, John.
Because they didn't deserve it. And now they're 2-5 because they won last week.
Well, that's never going to work. That's
what?
I just don't think that's going to work. They're 2-5 since he took away the fun games and tried to be a hard ass.
No. They were 1-5 before he took away the ping pong, and then now they won.
Now they won one game since that's happened?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's probably why.
Yeah, because obviously.
Right. One game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that's... I don't know. Maybe it does. I mean, we heard Tony Casillas come on here and say that they were scared shitless of Jimmy Johnson, right? And he'd say stuff. Wouldn't let them eat on the plane, dumb stuff like that. And back then it worked. I just don't think, and this is kind of like what DeMarcus Ware was saying on our show last week, and I think you have to all want to play for each other. You have to want to play for your head coach.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have a level of respect, and if they're doing some dumb stuff like that, like taking away your games, like you kind of lose that respect. And to me, that's a full-grown adult kind of throwing a temper tantrum or throwing a fit and saying, I'm taking away your games, to a bunch of grown men who are spending a whole lot of their time, energy, time away from their family, like putting their body on the line, all those things. And then you take away their
but
games.
I feel like it's different in football. Like when you go to, I mean, it's not like baseball. Like baseball, you get there at 1:30 for a 7:00 game. There's a lot of downtime. Football, you show up, you practice.
But you're there every day.
Right, but you show up, you practice, you go home. And there's nothing to stick around for.
Well,
game days, there's nothing no. I mean, it's a 17-game season. Like, you don't need fucking ping pong tables and video games, dude. Like, just go and do your job.
One would argue it's better if they hang around with each other a little bit
afterward. Sure.
Like, if instead of like the second practice is over, going home to sit on your couch and watch Netflix or whatever because your kids are at school, or, whatever.
Right. No, that's a good
point.
To
just kind of loiter around, like, I don't know, Kelly used to say the head coaches, like the coaching staff, never left. Like, and it drove him crazy because he did have kids and he did have a family.
Yeah.
They all just sat there and like they talked, they shot the breeze. Like, I don't know. I think there's something. And in hockey, I mean, in the Stars locker room, they have games. Like, they have ping pong, and it's fun. Like, they have a tournament, and it's the same. They're playing every few days or whatever. It's not baseball.
You're talking about an 82-game season. Like, it's totally football's totally different.
I mean, every day you're with your team, whether you're playing a game or a practice.
Yeah, I guess so. I just think football's just totally different.
Football's different than baseball and
hockey. I mean, you're talking about an 82
anything that can build
162-game season. Yeah.
Yeah, regardless, I just think building that team mentality is good. And sometimes those ping pong tables help.
Yeah. Also, too, fucking do your job and you get rewards.
Yeah. Like money.
Wow. Welcome to the show where Julie and I don't agree on anything.
We're
next? Glad you could join us.
What you got?
The world.
Are you on board with the Luka trade?
The Mavs and the whatever.
That's next.
Whatever you do, whatever
Big
your
fan of Nico.
Whatever your stance is, I'll just agree with it in order to keep.
No,
the show
this is
moving.
fine. It's good. This is good. This is what they used to tell me in radio. You're not supposed to agree on everything all the time.
I don't want to agree on everything. I just feel like we're beating it into a submission, so we should just move on.
I don't feel that way. We're just discussing.
Oh my God, we don't even agree if we're agreeing or beating stuff to a dead horse. Okay, World Series. That's going to be dated. So it's a great World Series.
Yeah.
Last night was amazing. We're taping on Tuesday, the Monday game. Game 3 was effing phenomenal. And if you're not watching Shohei Ohtani, you have zero appreciation for the game of baseball, which a lot of people don't. But what he's doing is absolutely phenomenal. Intentionally walked 4 times last night, on base 9 times. He will start game 4, which will have already happened by the time Thursday rolls around. But yeah, he's amazing. And the series has been fantastic. People thought the Dodgers were going to run away with it. And they definitely haven't. So it's been fun to watch. And the Mavs and the Stars are playing. They're playing football, baseball, basketball, and hockey.
That's right.
Yeah, I like the Stars and the Mavericks. Do you like the Stars and the Mavericks?
Yes, I do. It's okay to have discussions.
Oh my gosh, I'm not saying that. I'm just okay.
We're just discussing things, and I'm saying my opinion.
And as am I.
Okay.
It's totally fine.
Yes, I'm not excited right now about the Mavericks. I think a lot of people are realizing there's still a lot of bad feelings with that team, and now they're losing games that they maybe should win, and it's bringing back bad feelings, and Luka's killing it, although I did see he's out for like at least a week, which should help. Like, the more he kills it, the worse it feels. I don't want him to be hurt. I don't want him to get hurt, but when he's not playing, it's a little easier to breathe, I think, for Mavs fans. And the Stars are doing fine. I think they've lost a couple of games. They've won more than they lost. Glenn Gulletson is getting his footing, and I think the Stars are just fine. So I don't know. I like having all the things to watch.
Yeah. Did you watch what they call it, the Equinox, the sports Equinox?
No, but I saw
all 4 were on. I watched 3 of the 4 because the Stars weren't playing.
Yeah.
And I don't watch hockey unless it's the Stars.
Yeah. Same. Well, Kelly will have it on sometimes, but I don't really pay attention. I haven't watched a Mavs game yet.
I've watched bits and pieces. But what was I going to say? I had something to say about the Mavericks. Now I can't remember. I don't know.
I don't know either, but it still hurts, and I'm hopeful for some of the other guys that they can get things figured out and
Yeah.
quiet
And
the
I guess
noise
I
a little
wasn't
bit.
as invested.
Oh, it was the Jason. Did you see the Jason Kidd quote thing?
Uh-uh.
He apparently like told his wife and people overheard it after one of the losses. I don't know if he was on the phone or what. I don't know. But he said something like, I don't know how much longer I can take it here.
Whoa.
And like that kind of got out. So
Was it like AI?
AI?
Yeah, I don't believe anything these days.
Maybe. But
I wonder about everything
Yeah.
like that comes out. And I'm like, I wonder if it's AI.
yeah, because there can be a lot of fake news.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know. I felt like it was real because it was in a few different like outlets, but who knows? It could have been fake, but I also could see him saying that.
Yeah.
You know, people are still chanting "Fire Nico." It's like been all
They
this
are.
time. Yeah, they are. People are still bitter. You know, they're losing like to the Spurs, and every time, as we all know in sports, if you lose, it makes things much more miserable. And they're going to keep bringing up the Luka thing. But if they start winning, people will shut up about it. I think maybe they can still feel upset about it in their heart.
I don't think they will.
They'll shut up a little bit more. Like if their team's winning, and you're still a fan. Some people just aren't even fans anymore and live to hate them. But I think if they start winning, then at least it'll quiet some of the noise, which will help. So we'll see. I mean, they have a good team. They should be able to win. So I don't know. Maybe all the other stuff's still a distraction.
Do they have a good team?
They have a lot of good people on their roster, so it should
They
be
have
a
lot
good
of,
team.
like old good people.
Yeah.
Like people that were like proven like 5 and 10 years ago. But like those guys are.
And we still have Kyrie.
But how old is he?
I mean, he's balling still, like last season and the season before, as long as he's healthy.
And how old is Anthony Davis? Like you've got a really old roster outside of Cooper Flag. I feel like I don't know.
And Derek Lively is young and good.
Who's the one that's dating like a music chick?
A music chick?
Yeah, there's one of them dating like some big Megan the Stallion or something.
Oh, yeah.
Klay
Is that Klay Thompson? Yeah, that's Klay
Yeah.
Thompson.
Megan the Stallion, yeah.
Yeah, and someone asked him about it. I saw that at a presser, and he was like, I don't want to talk about that.
Why would he not want to talk about it? It's all over social media.
Because it was like after the game, like just not the time, not the right time to
Yeah,
ask
that's
me about
definitely
Megan the
not.
Stallion. Maybe if it's like locker room shooting the shit interview. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they have a lot of good big names. They have a lot of good players. So I don't know. You have to get it all to come together, obviously, on the court.
Well, and Cooper Flag's 12. I mean,
Yeah, he's
what
12.
do you expect playing?
I mean, Luka
Yeah.
was 12, but we were very spoiled.
Yeah. But Luka, did he dominate his rookie year?
I feel like he's always dominated, but I don't know the numbers or anything. I don't know. It seemed like because he was so young, right? Like right when he started playing in the NBA. He's always been amazing. I don't remember a season where he was like, oh, I had like 8 a game or anything.
Because I thought I heard some stat where Cooper Flag was already like had done something that no other rookie had done.
Really? Well, good. I'm super hopeful. Yes, Cooper Flag, Derek Lively. It should be a good team. I don't know.
Yeah, I
We'll
think
see.
So
It's
many
very
of those
early.
guys have already like peaked.
Yeah.
They're on their way, which is a lot too. Back to the Cowboys, what the Cowboys do. Like, let's get guys that have done really cool things 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But
We shall see.
and Mark Aguirre's getting put into the
Saw
or
that.
have his number retired.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Did you see the video of that? Again, hopefully it wasn't AI. I didn't get
The Patrick Dumont.
uh-huh.
Yeah. And the comments were like, he just learned who Mark Aguirre was.
Zero chance he knew.
Right.
Zero chance he knew.
Yep. He's trying really hard to win the fan base over. He's like, what else can I do?
Yeah. Let me go resurrect the
Free tickets for everybody, except he like did the opposite and made them more expensive. So yeah, people are gonna hate you.
Okay, what's on your feed? Brought to us by our friends at Audrey Dollins Media. We talked about Audrey and her team earlier, and they put on the fantastic event with the Susan G. Komen Foundation last week at Truck Yard in Frisco in Fort Worth, the Alliance area of Fort Worth. They did everything, got everything set up, organized everything for us, got us vendors out there, arranged for our guests. We had a beautiful backdrop, balloons, all the things that you could need for an event. They took care of it. They take care of our brand management, our monetization management, collaborations. They do content creation and photography. They manage our social media, which has been fantastic to take that off of our plate. And they redesigned our website. Also, they do our newsletter. So to go to our website to subscribe. We've lost steam on getting to 1,000 subscribers. So let's pump it again. Go subscribe to our newsletter. And we're still trying to think of a really good prize. And I'm also confused by the newsletter numbers.
Well, yeah, we're almost to 1,000.
Yeah.
There's just some people that like click on things and some people that don't.
We want the people that click on things.
Click on things.
Yes.
Subscribe and click on things.
There you go.
So you have a couple things in here. You mentioned Shohei Ohtani already.
I did. But one really cool thing he did, I don't know if you saw this, he won the LCS MVP trophy, and he made a sign that said team effort and put it on the trophy.
Oh, cool.
And it's on display
Instead
in
of his name?
Dodgers clubhouse. Do I?
Like, does it still say his name?
Probably. I'm sure they didn't do it. But anyway, he just seems like a really good dude. There are people out there that are still very skeptical about the involvement in the
gambling
scandal.
Mm-hmm.
That
was a big deal at the time.
It was. I don't know. I can't keep up. It gives me tired.
Yeah, he's insane though.
But his talent wise, like,
right,
it's stupid.
Yeah.
Like what he's doing is, I mean, it would have to be what it was like to watch Babe Ruth. Like, he's ridiculous. And then I don't know if you saw the Justin Fields stuff.
I didn't.
So he's the quarterback for the Jets, and they hadn't won a game, and they finally won a game on Sunday. And he like got in the press conference, was like, I'm just going to be really raw with you guys. Like, I was like in my closet crying. Like, this has been so hard on me mentally. Thankful to my faith and the support of my friends and family, and like just super vulnerable. And I was like, what a stud, like to just come out and say that, because he's just getting destroyed, by people, by his owner. Like, I mean, just getting destroyed.
Yeah, that's sad. It's like, these are humans.
Yeah, but we forget that. We forget that all the time. Yeah, we forget it all the time. And it's one of the terrible things about being in the public eye and having this as your profession. Like, you're scrutinized. People are mean, and it just gets meaner and meaner every day. Oh
yeah, I mean, social media has made it so much worse.
Yeah, so good on him for like
just being real.
Yes,
and like maybe people won't ask him all these dumb questions after he comes out.
Absolutely, it was really, really cool. To see someone in that position. Instead of being like, oh, it's fine, I'm built for this, and this is what you sign up for, and it's a business and all that kind of stuff. Like, he was like, look, it's hard. It doesn't matter. And again, it goes back to like, it doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter how much fame you have. Like, all that kind of stuff. Like, at the end of the day, like, sometimes that's not it. And that's not enough. And but everyone thinks that. Like, it's almost like if you make a certain amount of money, then people can just rail on you, and people can pass judgment on you, and people can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And then they always just fall back on, oh, well, you make a lot of money. Oh, well, you make a lot of money. Oh, well, you're rich. Oh, well, you get paid a lot. Oh, well, and it's like, it's not the way it works.
No.
I mean, that's not, and it's not right.
These people got to this point for a reason. Like, they're very hard on themselves. They're competitive. They're professional athletes.
Yeah.
Like, they are trying to be the best. So you think he doesn't already feel like shit about himself? He doesn't need all this outside stuff.
Right.
I saw an interview with Jake Ottinger before the season started, or early in the season. It was ESPN did the game, and so they sat him down, and he talked about being pulled in that game 7 by Pete DeBoer.
Oh yeah.
After he let in 2 goals, and he was like, I went home and cried in my closet.
Yeah.
Like, same thing. He was like, I think he said my closet, or he was like, I just sat there and cried. Like, thankfully one of my teammates came over to check on me. Like, it was terrible. It's a terrible feeling. It's game 7. You work your whole life to get to this point. Your coach pulls you after 2 goals. Like, he was disappointed in himself. He didn't think he should have been pulled. Like, there was so much more behind that.
Yeah.
And then Pete DeBoer was let go. So just hearing him say that, it's a similar story. It's like, these are young kids. These are, like, for the most part, really good people, good, kind people that, are really the hardest critic already on themselves. So everyone else should back off.
Yeah,
that won't ever happen, but they should.
The world we live in. Okay, let's do a little TMG News Desk brought to us by our friends at Trident Access.
Yes, Trident Access Services. They're the wonderful company that did the gate to my house. They will also do garage doors. You might have a garage door that's kind of lame or creaky or just flat out sucks and needs to be fixed. They can help you with that. They're launching a fall tune-up special right now, and they want our listeners to get the first crack at it. This has been going really well for them because I think a lot of people have an issue with their garage, and you don't know what's going on. You don't want to like invest in getting a whole new one until you know if you need to. Well, give them a call. They will come out. They'll do an inspection adjustment. They will lubricate the garage door components to give you some peace of mind as you head into these colder months when things tend to kind of get cold and stop working. I know this because it's happened to my car multiple times. But they think that you should have your garage inspected annually to prevent those costly repairs or failure. They will do all of this for you for just $39.99. Give them a call. It is Texas Trident, txtrident.com. Say that the Mom Game sent you, and you can get that for $39.99 and make sure that things are running smoothly before it gets cold.
Okay, Julie versus Roblox. What you got?
So Roblox is who I am currently fighting. And I guess to do it, I have to kind of go through Apple too. It's really annoying, but Ryder has been playing that. He's off of Fortnite, which is great because I didn't love it, but he's been playing this game called like Italian Brain Rot. I don't know if you've heard of it. Probably not, but a lot of kids are playing Italian Brain Rot. And it is via Roblox. And when he and I were alone last weekend or 2 weekends ago, when Kelly and Anna were on a camp out, he asked me if he could get something for $9.99, and he gave me his cash, like his own money. And I was like, sure. So I signed him up and like said, okay, for this one thing. I think the damn thing started serving him all these pop-ups to get more, like immediately. So he like came in 5 minutes later and is like, Mom, I don't know what happened, but it's like keeps charging.
This has happened to a million people.
Yeah. And so I'm getting all these updates like $19.99, $19.99, $19.99, $19.99, all the way to $150 within 5 minutes. And he did it. He can be sneaky. I don't think he knows what happened. Because I'm like, Ryder, what happened? Like, was something popping up? Like, you know, what's going on? And he's like, I don't know, like almost crying. He's like, I don't know. So, okay, some shit like that happens. Then we go and try to get our money back and say like, and at least ask what is this? Why was I charged $150 in 5 minutes, $19.99 things like over and over and over and over and over. And I hated this game to begin with. I didn't want him playing it, but I was whatever. We all do this thing where we end up caving. And Roblox basically deferred it to Apple because it was done on an iPad. So then Kelly like challenged it or did something because it was under his account, and they said no, like, nope, we cannot reimburse for this. So now I'm like fighting with Roblox. I'm fighting with Apple and just trying to get a response. Like, I feel like so many people, so many businesses, Roblox is terrible in its own right for so many reasons.
What's going on? Have you looked into that? Or do you still let your kids play Roblox?
Well, no. And I went on his, like all of the settings. That's the other thing with, like if you can keep your people off Xbox, just do it. Cause there's like, it's so complicated to even do the parental settings. Like you have to do this in Microsoft. You have to do this in Apple. You have to do this in Xbox. Like I thought I had things checked off to where he couldn't talk to people and people couldn't chat with him.
Yeah.
But because he was doing it on an iPad, which by the way, he also put YouTube on Xbox without us knowing, like he found out that you can download YouTube. So he's been watching YouTube with no controls, like no anything.
Or do y'all not have like a RPact or any sort of monitoring device?
I don't know what that is.
Like that's an app called RPact, and you control everything.
I need that. Like this is the thing. It's like so it's just like there's all these ways that you can do it, and I thought I had done it, and then turns out I hadn't. And so I'm talking to him about Roblox and like, Ryder, I didn't like this anyways. I've heard these bad things, like blah blah blah. Like I've heard that creepy people can get in there and like talk to kids, you know. And he was like, I know. I was like, how do you know? He was like, there's some mean people that talk to me in the chat. And I didn't even know it because I turned it all off for Fortnite. I thought I turned it all off for Xbox, but I hadn't apparently done it via the iPad. I don't know. So he said that like he has like some stuff because he's pretty good that people want. And so they'll be like, hey, give me blah, blah, blah. And I didn't even know he was talking to people. I had no idea. Like, hey, give me blah, blah, blah. And he'll be like, no. And then they'll start calling him all these names. Like, yeah, so it's all gone. Like it's done. We're not doing it anymore. I'm pissed. I hate Roblox. I'm trying to get our money back. I'm trying to tell them that they're terrible. And this is going to be a real thing. Because not only have you taken $150 from me, but you're like effing up my child. So then,
Well, but that's why they were talking. I mean, like, it's
I
been
know.
all over the news, and I haven't paid much attention because my kids don't play Roblox.
yeah, it has been. And I think I thought because we had turned off all these settings on Xbox to where he couldn't talk to people on Fortnite, like any game he gets on, he can't talk to people. But because this is through his iPad, it's all these different settings. And he goes in there and he puts, anyway, it's just like, one more thing, right? We're trying our hardest to keep an eye on what our kids are doing with these games, along with all of the other shit that we are doing all the time, every day. And like somehow this slipped through the cracks. Like I blocked him on Fortnite. I didn't, whatever on Roblox. I honestly didn't even know that he was playing when he was sitting in his little gaming room because he downloaded YouTube onto his Xbox, which I didn't know. And then somehow that channels something to where the settings weren't on. So he had been like hearing bad stuff from some creepy person on Roblox, and they're charging us all this money. So it's on me. Like, I shouldn't have let him even play. But for a kid that like is trying hard to be good and is good most of the time and wants to do something, it's hard to say no to everything all the time, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, you're paying your own money for this, sure. And then it like opened up this whole world of terrible things. So that's Julia versus Roblox. And if anybody has any tips of how to talk to somebody with Roblox, have them on the show, I'd love to chat with them.
Oh, I can't imagine anybody's going to want to talk from Roblox, like with as much as they've been in the news.
Or an expert on it, whatever it
Yeah.
is. It's like it's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are playing this game.
So are you do you do like, and listen, we're all, there's shit our kids are doing that all of us don't know.
Yeah.
Trust
this is
me.
pre-phone. I'm sure phones are going to open up a whole nother thing.
But a phone is just like if a iPad has Wi-Fi access, it's the same thing as a phone.
I know.
It's no different.
I know.
So it's not. People always have this hang up about phones. They're portable, more portable than an iPad. But if you've got Wi-Fi on an iPad, it's the same fucking thing as a phone.
Well, he's not
the same
supposed
thing
to
as
be on like YouTube. It's supposed to be whatever. It's supposed to be like monitored to where he isn't doing anything on the iPad with internet.
Right.
But he was without me knowing.
Right. And so do you do like random iPhone checks iPad checks, like where you go through all of his apps and you make, because that's what I do with my kids.
He hadn't even been on the iPad forever and then somehow got it back. So it's like gone. Like the iPad's gone. Like he was sneaking around doing it. Otherwise, like it's not like he sits on the iPad all the time. He had been playing Fortnite. So that's why I figured that out. And then he like snuck the iPad into his room and started doing all this stuff. So the iPad's gone.
Yeah. And then I don't understand what about the Xbox.
Yeah, that's what it's just all like a brain, like a mind numbing, just like going to get
I'm sure
your registration on your car. It's like all that same feeling times a million with all these various apps and games and devices. And it's terrible. So I'm just out on all of it. All of it.
So you're going to take all of it away?
No. Well, the iPad's gone. Roblox is gone. If he wants to play like his NHL or his sports games on the Xbox, he can do that.
Okay. Well, that's a good start.
Yeah.
Because it's an out of control feeling.
It is. It's a terrible feeling. And then to hear that someone was talking to my son like that, like, no, I'm done. And
Did you get on there and try to look at the?
I don't even know how. Like look at the chat record. I don't know how.
Oh, I would.
Yeah, I'll try. I was trying to see what he had been doing, and then it takes you to Microsoft, and then it's like it's just the whole. It's terrible. I don't know. Anyway. That's Julia versus Roblox.
Okay.
It's a disaster.
Sounds fun. Okay, let's hit 20 things we survived that would emotionally destroy kids today, which, goodness gracious, what very, very poignant timing for this.
Yeah.
Okay, this is for 30 and up to name things that they had to tolerate as kids that would emotionally destroy kids today. Dodgeball in gym class.
Yeah.
I mean...
I think, yeah.
There's some competition. I mean, you'd get, like, people were aiming for faces.
Oh, yeah.
And you just had to wear it. And there was no crying, and there was no whining about it, and there was no call my mom and tell her to come get me. It was like, you just need to wear it in your face. Before computers, having to write multiple drafts by hand. Oh, my gosh. The first draft. Did y'all have to do that? You might not have to do that.
Did.
Oh, you did. Nonstop bullying was normal.
Kids barely write anymore. Like it's, they want to do the voice to whatever all the time.
Oh yeah. Hattie does that. Henry still writes, but Hattie definitely does. Bullying was normal and it was tolerated, and people would just say, just try to ignore it. Babysitting infants and small children when you were like 12 years old, which I totally did that.
Same. But I've had young people babysit, but not infants. Like I think like there's some 13, 14-year-olds in our neighborhood that babysit.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Infants is a little bit different. Being bored. Kids today don't know
that is very true.
They don't have no idea.
No idea. They need to be entertained every second
no
of their
idea.
life.
Going all day at school without a water bottle. The only option was hitting the fountain between classes, which is
and now it's like, oh, you left your water bottle. Let me run it up to you. I do it all the time.
You're gonna have to say no.
Yeah.
Just drink out of the fountain.
They can.
Yeah.
Or like the teachers even, I think, will get them a cup.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay. Hydration station. The slowness of dial-up internet. And you couldn't be on the phone if the internet was going. Because it was dial-up and it was using the phone line to connect to the internet. Just dealing with not knowing something, and if no one knew the answer, there wasn't a book, you continued to not know, or you pulled out your encyclopedias.
Right.
We had our encyclopedias.
Everyone's asking Alexa in my house everything.
Yep. And then you could look up in the encyclopedia.
Oh gosh.
Being trapped in a car with both parents smoking cigarettes. If it was cold out, they might have even had the windows up.
Terrible.
My dad used to burn some heaters like nobody's business. Nothing was on demand, unavoidable FOMO. If you wanted to watch something and there was a party that night, you had to choose. Mike did this the other night. We were watching a show and he was bitching about the commercials. And I'm like, do you not, this is normal TV. He's like, well, it's on Netflix or whatever, or Bravo or something. Cause I was watching The Real Housewives and he was like, but this is ridiculous. And it shows you like playing ad 1 of 4. And I'm like, well, look, they're telling you how many commercials.
You at least know what to expect.
Yes, but I'm like, don't act like.
Yeah, it is sneaky though. Some of these platforms that are like, you can watch here, and then all of a sudden they just sneak them in.
Well, what pisses me off is when I'm paying for an app and then you're rolling in commercials. That's effing bullshit. Like it's like with Netflix, there's not ads on Netflix, is there? I don't think there is.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I feel like Netflix there isn't.
Yeah.
But I pay for that. But like Bravo, the Bravo app, there is ads, but I don't pay for it. So it's like,
right.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
No caller ID. You had to be ready to talk to whoever. Parents listening in on landlines definitely happened.
Yep.
Picking up another phone in the house. So our kids don't even know about this. Like the fact that we had phones throughout our house and you picked it up and you're on the phone with your buddy in your bedroom and mom in the kitchen can quietly pick up the phone and listen to everything you're saying.
Eavesdrop.
God, it's amazing.
I'm jealous. That we can't do that as moms.
Yeah. Blowing into your video games to make them work. That's hilarious. Did you ever do that? Where you had to like, it was especially with the Nintendo, like the first Nintendo that you put the thing in and pushed it down and then put the lid down. And if it wouldn't connect, you'd blow in it.
Right. Why?
That's funny. Getting a summer job. God, that was such a beating, but I like to work. Did you have a summer job like in high school?
Yeah, I did. I don't know if it was summer or not, but yeah, I had a few random high school jobs that didn't last long, and one that did.
Okay,
hostess at Texas Landing Catholic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that multiple summers.
Okay. Yeah, I was a bank teller. My first job, I was a bank teller.
Nice.
Yeah, it was super fun. Ordering stuff from catalogs. That was a very real thing. Passing notes in class. And if you got caught, the teacher made you read it out loud so everyone could hear. That was mortifying. Taking tests. My kids still have to take tests.
Yeah, but the ticking of the wall clock would make today's kids anxious.
That's true. That is true. Stressing over whether you'd get fined $250,000 by the FBI for copying a VHS tape.
Yeah.
You remember those warnings?
Oh, yeah.
So for those who don't know, at the beginning of every movie they would rent at Blockbuster, when we had VCRs and you'd go to rent movies and then you'd plug it in and it gave like this FBI warning that if you were duplicating or copying this whatever, you were going to be fined $250,000. And then finally, no autosave. If you forgot to hit save and your computer crashed, you just had to redo it. There was no autosave.
Autosave has been a great development.
There's been a lot of great developments.
Yes.
But it's like we talk about all the time. It's like with every advent of every season of life or technology, there's so much good and there's so much bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the technology now is just, it's bananas.
It is.
And it makes me anxious, which is why our kids are anxious and we're all anxious.
It is.
Okay, we should probably we can save the strange rules.
Yeah.
We can save that for next week. Because there are some pretty funny ones on there. And we need to think of if our parents had any of these really strange rules. So.
Okay. Sounds good. Something to look forward to next week. And
Absolutely.
Right now we have a guest that I'm super pumped for.
Yes, we are so excited to have this very special lady in the studio with us today. She is Leigh Daugherty of the Family Concierge. I feel like I know you. I have met you one time. I met you last week. You were sweet to come out, you and your husband, to our event last week. But Julie's talked so much about you and your team and how you've helped her and her family get her space settled. And so welcome to the Mom Game. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Leigh is, Emily, like you mentioned, she's an extension of our family, I feel like, at this point. How long have you been working with us?
I think probably at the beginning was like 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
When we did the first.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you watched the show, right?
Yes.
And you listened to the ticket, I think,
to the
too.
ticket. Right.
Yeah. And
Right.
reached out, and kind of the rest is history. But Leigh's company, the Family Concierge, provides a service that I just think is amazing. It's so smart. So many moms need help, right? Like that's the kind of the genesis of our show is like, it's very hard to do it all. And that's why we like coming on here, drinking wine and talking about life and how hard it is. And what Leigh's company does is help take all of that extra kind of junk out of a mom's world so that she can focus on, she or he, because it helps obviously the dads too, focus on their family and focus on their kids. And you found me back when I at my lowest when Kelly was still traveling all the time.
Oh, yes.
I mean, Kelly was gone.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. He was gone a lot. I was
Kids were
working
little.
on radio, so it's like you have to be there. Not like now where things are flexible. It was tough. You saw a mom in need. I would love to hear from you why you felt like this was something that you were kind of being pulled to do, and a little bit about your company.
Okay. Great question. Because not a lot of people know about us, and we're kind of word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me is, my husband's working. We don't have a lot of family out here. My kids are all gone, grandkids. And I really wanted to do something, but I didn't want a job, nor did I need a job. I really wanted to build something that meant something, and something that had a purpose,
Mm-hmm.
not just anything. So I just really did a lot of heart, soul, praying, everything you can think of, to really kind of figure out what that was for me in my world. And I really felt like my strengths were, one, being a mom, a wife. I come from, my husband spent 10 years in the military, so I have that background, holding down the fort.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm great at holding down the fort.
Yeah, which is a very tough thing to do.
So, and I really wanted to give back. I know the difficulty of working, I had the full-time job when my husband's in the Marine Corps. We didn't have family. We were on the East Coast. We're on the West Coast. And I just couldn't do it all. And dropping my kids off at daycare, and I'm crying all the way to work, and, all the things, and they're eating fast food. And, it was just breaking my heart that I just feel this day and age, there's so many things out there that are tearing us apart as a family, that's keeping us busy, that's, speaking in our ears. We have to respond to everything now, do. And we just need some time to slow down, to breathe, and just enjoy, enjoy that time together. So I came up with this concept, and I've tweaked it along the way. And we're just there to take the load off of families. It's not easy. It's harder now. I mean, it was hard back in the day. My kids are old. It was hard back in the day, but today, I don't know how parents do it. Honest to goodness, I don't, without some kind of partner. And that's what we are. We're not the housekeeper. We're not that, we're the partner.
Yeah.
And, we've been through so much with so many clients, and we take that personally. And, whether it's the pet has passed away, jobs have been lost, deaths in the family, divorces. I mean, we've seen it all. We've been through it all with our clients. And we're just that extension for you, don't do the stuff. We can do the stuff.
Right.
So when did you start this?
So we started this will be our 6th year.
Okay. And why did you decide at that point in time that this was a good time to do something like this?
I think it was actually right when COVID was starting. Didn't know it was COVID yet.
Right.
But
for the record, I thought COVID was going to be over in 2 weeks. That's when we started this podcast.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Julie. She's like, I'm pretty worried. I was like, oh, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And
what was it?
It wasn't fine. It definitely was not
2 years,
fine.
3 years.
It was
crazy.
It was a
It
long
awful.
time.
It was awful. It was not 2 weeks. I'll
Yeah,
tell you
it
that.
was not 2 weeks.
It was not 2 weeks.
And that was we were so busy during COVID. We never stopped.
Really?
Yes. And my girls were in the car with their thermometers, checking their temperature before they went in. They had to check in with the team. Like, it was a whole thing. But we were so busy during COVID. And which just went to show how much, again, was needed out there. And I think it showed families themselves on how much, they needed somebody else when the world shut down, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it was a good time for me because I was kind of wandering, my husband travels and corporate world and that whole sort of thing. And again, I didn't have family around, and it just felt like it was my time to give back. I really wanted to do something that made a difference and that gave back. We're not about the money. We're not about those things. We put our heart and soul in it. Everything, comes with that. But I just really wanted to make a difference. And for me, being in the homes making a difference, because that's where I feel most comfortable and I excel at, my girls as well, that I just felt like that's where we can make the difference. Because we're not just, organizers. We're not housekeepers. We don't just run errands. We do a lot of things to keep the family running.
Sure.
Yep.
And that's what I wanted. I really wanted a combination that the family had one person that they could go to for all the needs.
Yeah, and they really can. Like, there's been nothing that Leah said, no, that's out of our scope, or like, no, I can't do that.
Okay, I've got one for you. Can you get Julie's registration for her car? She
yes.
is missing.
I did
Okay.
admit that today.
It's overdue by a year.
Okay, so didn't know that, and yes, we can.
She just revealed it on the show today.
I don't know that she can have to like go in person to some place.
Well, she can at least help you.
You can
Yeah,
nudge
Yes,
we
just
just
get her
navigate
there.
that for
you,
sure.
You can nudge me
For
to
sure.
do it.
Get her
That's what
there.
I need. I need
because
to
we
be nudged.
have gotten passports. I have literally been on the phone with my client in the passport office at the same time as I'm on the phone with the congressman's office getting passports.
Wow.
So we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
That's not a worry.
Yeah.
And I've done some strange things. I've done some wonderful things. So.
Yeah, I'm worried there's going to be a warrant out for Julie's arrest soon because she revealed on the show that she's over a year overdue on her car registration.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll start on that tomorrow.
they should focus on criminals. But no, she really can. Like she's I'm trying to think of all the different things you've done for us. I mean, most recently, obviously, helping when I got the news that we talked about where I had to move out in like 3 days, and because we were going to redo all of our floors, Leigh's team came in and helped move everything out and organize it as they moved out. Purge as we moved out. She was like, we don't even want to put anything in a box if you don't want it. Like, she encouraged me to move out my couch that had stains on it and not let it back. So like I had no couch when we moved back in. So I was forced to buy a new couch. Like it's those things that we need. But like it goes back to, when Kelly was traveling and like she would watch the kids. The kids feel like she is part of our family. They trust her. She's an amazing cook. Like she would cook dinners when there was a point where that was my struggle because I was working. I'd get home at like 7 and Kelly would be trying to navigate the kids stuff and no one was making dinner. Just whatever it is her team can do. And I think, Leigh, it's so important. I know you've said to you that you think it's so important to hire people that have wonderful hearts. Yes. You can't just hire like a robot type person,
transactional people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's really the way that you can grow your company, right?
Yes. This definitely is not the place for somebody who is just task oriented and wants to check off the boxes. Mm-hmm. Because this really takes heart, and we pride ourselves with that. And most of my staff comes from word of mouth as well. Mm-hmm. I really don't hire any other way. They're word of mouth through each other or through clients, but somehow they find us. We all hang out with our same kind of hearts. We might not always agree on every single thing: food, politics, religion, whatever.
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys. Thank
Julie and
you.
I found that out today.
Oh, goodness.
Jerry
Bless their hearts.
Yeah,
that's a whole frustrating situation.
It is. All the way around. All the way around. For years and years and years.
So, but we do hang out with our same hearts. Deep down, we believe in values and the same kind of values. And that's how I hire people who have that same heart that I have, the heart of service, empathy, stewardship. All of those things are so important. Trust. These are families that we're not just doing the errands for them. We are in there developing systems. We are, teaching children. We are doing all of the things. Mm-hmm. So we are not just a company who organizes and checks off the boxes and walks away.
Right.
We're really in there for the long haul and, helping families thrive.
Yeah.
We want to see families thrive. That's my biggest goal in life is that, it's sad, but it's happy because I tell people, it'd be wonderful if nobody needed us because then I know everybody's thriving.
Right.
And clients will, email me or call me or text me and say, I think we're getting to that point. And, it's heartbreaking because we've grown with the kids and but yet it's so rewarding to know that we're sending off these families, that are just thriving and living their best life and making all the memories.
Yeah.
Because, I say that we can do all the tasks, we can do all the things, but what we can't do is we can't make those memories for your family.
Right.
So give those things to us. Let us do those things. You go make the memories, dance in the rain, take the photographs, build a whatever it is. And let us take care of the rest.
Yeah. Don't be like, I can't do this because I have to organize today.
Exactly. Don't make
Here's
those
an iPad,
decisions.
Child. Yeah,
exactly.
Which we all have to do sometimes. But I love that that's kind of the purpose behind what you guys are doing is she's really wanting to give back time to families and give back time for parents to be able to go do the fun things with your kids. Because there are a lot of fun things that you can do with your kids.
So many fun things.
And it's hard to do it with tasks just like floating around in your brain.
They're literally as, you're trying to have dinner, but we all know in the back of our head, there's that list that's just haunting us.
Yep.
And, we just want to give you the capability and the confidence to just let that go because it's going to happen. Just, have a little bit of grace and give that over and just enjoy. We know as a company and I know personally that things aren't guaranteed. We don't know what's going to happen. Just don't make the decision between doing laundry one day or organizing a cabinet over going to the zoo or a baseball game or playing outside. Just don't make that decision. Just go have that family time. The rest will come together.
I love that.
Yeah, it is. And I have severe OCD. And so my solution to all that is just to wake up at the butt crack of dawn and get everything done before my kids wake up, so I can hopefully not be so task oriented. But I think the problem is too with a lot of working moms is it's not just home tasks. It's also home tasks mixed with work tasks. So even if you have everything squared away at home, you may have something going on in the work realm, and or vice versa. Like, it's just, I feel like women have taken on so much more than they used to, and the same is expected of them.
Yes.
And basically the same is expected of the man as well.
So true.
You know what? And that dynamic, it's changed some. And and listen, before anyone goes crazy on me, I was raised by my father. So my dad did do it all. My dad, he raised 2 girls. Like, so I know it's not the rule, but it's the exception. Or my dad was the exception. But by and large, women are still fitting into their traditional women's roles, and men are still fitting into their traditional men's roles, even though those roles have changed dramatically along the way.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's so true. What we try to do is, because what we're finding is that not everybody is participating in the family, and so we really try to get the kids more involved.
Yeah.
Children. Make systems that make sense to kids, that kids can participate in, so that they can feel a part of the family. If there's no expectation, then
Then they don't do it.
Then they don't do it. They don't need to do it. There's no expectation for them to do it. But not only that, getting the children involved, it develops so much in them. They learn to be team players. They learn to build confidence that they can do it on their own. They learn to be independent and, self-sufficient. All of these things that are so important. And that's why we love getting in with young families. But obviously we work with all kinds of families, but it's wonderful when we get the kids that are, 3, 4, 5 years old, and we put in systems.
And they're almost eager at that age.
They so are.
Yeah.
And,
they want to show you. They want to.
Exactly. Yeah. But I will tell you, and I hope not everybody's going to go to their kitchen and look at this situation, but I will almost guarantee you, I've never been in a kitchen that is kid-friendly, ever. Julie, where were your glasses before the remodel?
So they had to have
high.
So you had to have.
So you all, exactly.
Yeah.
But now we have them, we have a space for them, but now we have them where they can help themselves. They don't have to ask help for drinks or snacks or anything like that. Mm-hmm. They are self-sufficient.
Yeah. I keep reminding them, they're like, can I have some water? Go get your own
water.
My
leave with the cups right there.
Yes.
My favorite response to that is, are your legs broke?
Yes.
No, I'm not. No. You're perfectly capable of walking and going to the refrigerator and getting some water or whatever else it is.
Exactly.
But I think those systems are important, and it's important that, like you said, they start early.
They do. And they can help put the things away from the dishwasher, whether it's the plastic cups or whether it's, they can set the table in the evening. When I explain to moms and they have 2 or 3 year olds, I can say, this is a learning time for you. Susie, let's use the green cups this evening. She can go find the green cups on her own. She doesn't have to ask for help. Great. What a win that is.
Yeah.
She feels important. She did it herself. Mom's cheering her on. All of those things are so important. And that's how, kids become a part of the family. There's an expectation now. They can participate. But when they can't participate, but we expect them to participate, that's a problem. That's a system problem.
Yeah.
So, but, back to your point, moms can't do it all. We just keep adding on and adding on and adding on, or thinking that we can do it all, when in fact, we're probably negating that whole thought in itself, because now we're exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
We can't do the extra fun stuff because we're too tired.
Right.
Or too stressed or too whatever. So it kind of defeats the purpose of trying to do it all.
So somebody with your perspective that you have, now having raised children and now seeing a lot of different families and the way they operate, is there anything that's like a common thing that you're seeing that maybe people, I don't want to say doing wrong, but like something that you're just seeing as a common thread that's stressing people out? Or, you can take that question and kind of take it whatever direction you want, but like, what's something that maybe you're seeing that you're like, man, if only they just, I think I know the answer, but I'm wondering what you might see just with your perspective that could be some good advice for people listening.
I think one is scheduling.
Mm-hmm.
Scheduling is huge. If we're all over the place with our physical body, with our mind, with, our space, all of those things, we are a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
But if we have a schedule and it starts very simply with bedtime and what time we get up and how we start our morning and all of those things, I think that's huge. Another one for me is I think as parents, we want to do more. We want to give more. We want our kids to have bigger, better than we did. But on the other hand, we're not taking very good care of our own physical and mental space.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when I walk in and I see a lot of times the house is in great order, but you get to mom and dad's space and it is a disaster. The master, space, the closet, all of that. That's where it starts. If we don't center mom and dad first and get their mind and their body calm, and mom's waking up looking at that closet every day when she gets up, she can't find her handbag, can't find her belt, where are my favorite shoes, where's my jacket, it's raining all of a sudden, all the things, right? Then we take that out to the breakfast table. Now we're yelling at the kids, we're running late because I can't find my shoes, get downstairs, we have to eat, blah, 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 blah. And that's how we leave our day. That's how our kids are leaving, their safe space. Now they're going to school with that same hurried attitude. They're not calm in spirit. They've just left their house, rushed, yelled at, all of the things. So I think those two things are really huge, that we need to have a schedule and we need to have mom and dad focused, get them calm and centered and then move on. To the bigger things.
I think too, we're overscheduled. We do too much. We do way too much. We have way too many activities. I'm not throwing any stones here. Our family is.
We all do it.
It's too much. It's too much. We can't tell you the last time my family sat down and had a meal, just the four of us, because she's got sports, he's got sports. There's a practice, and then they've got homework. I mean, it's just like we're over scheduled. We're over activity, we're over sports, we're over scheduled. It's a lot.
I so agree with that.
A lot.
Yeah, but agree with that.
I say it out loud, but I'm not. It's not like I'm doing anything about it.
Well,
because I'm basically letting my kids decide what they want to do. Like, and I think it's important that they figure it out. It just seems like. I mean, it's every day, every night. It's something is going on, whether it's a practice or a sport or a whatever. And it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah. I think that's where we have to be very intentional on where and how we're scheduling and how we're spending our time. And, I agree. They need to try all the things if that's what they want to do. I know yours are going through that, trying a lot of things to figure out
what sticks.
But to commit to, okay, this particular day or this afternoon or whatever it is, this is our time.
Yeah.
It is our refocus. It is our family meeting time.
Yeah.
Whatever that means to everybody.
Lance Marshall told us that youth sports are killing families. Absolutely killing families. Like it's just it's because then you're trying to instill in your children, like, you made a commitment. You are a part of this team. So you need to be at the practices, you need to be at the games, and it's but then we sign it's a vicious cycle. Yeah. It's like, so okay, it is important to be committed and to honor that commitment. But also, too, at what point do we say, like, it's okay to not practice,
if your body wants to rest.
Right. And you're, you're not 30. This isn't your job.
Exactly.
You know?
Until somebody signed in the dotted line with that professional, contract. Then,
But the sad thing is were they signing contracts? They're signing contracts.
yes,
They're signing contracts. And then like I see some of they're like, oh, it's media day for this soccer. I'm like, you have a media day
Oh my
for
gosh.
youth for your club,
That's a lot.
whatever. But they are physically signing contracts. I'm like, what on earth is happening? We're signing contracts
That's crazy.
for 9, 10, 11
It's
girls.
out of control, and then you feel like you have to keep up with everybody else, and that's why you're doing it. And I think there's so many people like you, and just there's so much science out there that's saying it's too much. It's too much.
Yes.
But we do it anyways. So I love that you're there to help, and that you're there to help
At
in
least
whatever way
help
that
everybody
you can.
manage the crazy.
Right.
Manage
exactly.
the crazy.
Yeah.
If that's what we decide, then that's a great, but somebody to manage the crazy.
Yeah. So tell me about the charity that you're involved in.
Okay. So,
I don't know much about this.
okay. So the charity, so we are personally starting a charity.
Okay, I
But
didn't know that.
I am also, I try to do as much charity as I can.
Tell me about the one you're starting.
So, we're doing a lot of things
I didn't know that.
lately. So a couple of new things. We actually started a college concierge. So we are going to
nice.
college rooms and setting those up. We've done a lot of college packing. So we are setting up dorm rooms, all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are in, obviously an area where we can also get to a lot of colleges.
Yeah.
So we can make deliveries. We can do all the stuff, So that's a great service when
Yep.
you're a mom and you're worried about,
Yep.
especially that first year.
Yeah,
For sure.
You want to make sure they're eating. You want to make sure, you send them a little something special, whatever. So we're doing that, and it's awesome. And then we have so many lovely, generous clients. I mean, you have donations. All of our clients have donations. Kids are growing out of clothes, shoes, all of those things. And we are not a company who just drops it off somewhere so that somebody in need has to pay for it. My girls are really great about getting out in the community and figuring out who really needs it.
Yeah.
Like if there's books, we get a hold of schools and that teachers and who needs them and where can we take them. Same thing with toys. We give a lot of toys to churches. They don't have money for nursery.
Yep.
For toys, so we do that. So really wanted to make sure that these wonderful gifts are given to,
The right people.
who don't have to pay for them. So we're developing our family closet,
Okay.
Oh, nice.
and it's for kids' clothing.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to be trying to get into the schools and develop a closet, a closet that kids in need, if they don't have a coat, they don't have shoes, hats, gloves, what have you, a clean shirt,
What a brilliant idea.
all of those kind of things to give them a space where they can go and they can shop and, just feel good about having, a high school sweatshirt,
Right.
from their high schools. Hooded sweatshirts are expensive.
Yeah.
We come across hundreds of them.
Yep.
We really want to get them to the kids who need them.
That's amazing.
And so we just figured, why keep doing this when we have the capability of, in-housing that as well and, making it, important and getting
Right.
out there in the communities
Yeah.
and making sure kids are clothed properly.
That's wonderful because she does do like one of these tasks that's so hard and difficult and annoying to me. And I think a lot of people is like going through the closets and like, okay, well, what size are you? What size? What are you wearing? What are you not wearing? what season is it? Like I just have given her like full, everybody might not do this, but I'm like, you have full liberty to like take anything and get rid of it and move it. But I know that whenever she takes it, like they're going to take, that's another challenge, right? If a parent wants to take something to donate, it's like, where do I go? Like, even if it's furniture, I remember trying to donate some of our furniture and it was so difficult. Like people needed pictures of it. They need you to upload this. They need to make sure it's worth this amount before they come. Anyway, just to know that when you're handing something off, that it's going to be actually going back and doing something and helping out the community, I think is huge. And you're already getting all of that stuff.
Yeah, we're already, we come away probably, I mean, each of my girls on a weekly basis get 1 or 2 bags, I would think. And then all the projects that we do. So we get a lot of things. So we're really out there trying to do a good job about getting it to people. But we could do a better job. You know, there are school districts and schools and children out there who, you know, I mean, I've heard some stories lately and it's just heartbreaking. Yeah. It's heartbreaking. They will literally turn around and just not go to school, and they're hiding off you know, on the side of the road because they don't have a coat, you know, or their shirt is stained or whatever, you know, or holes in their shoes. We just don't want that happening, you know.
Yeah.
There's enough going on in this world where, you know, our children should not be hungry and they should have proper clothing.
At minimum, right?
Exactly.
At minimum. And how about Meg Matters? I know y'all are.
Yes, we love Meg Matters. It's very personal to me because I've had that situation happen in my family. You're very well aware of that.
Yeah.
Julie. It is mental health and finding resources within the community for those who are struggling mentally. And they have a great process now that they are in the Crum School District.
And reset what Meg Matters is, because I don't even, just for people that don't know.
Okay. So Meg Matters is a foundation that the founder's daughter passed away and took her own life. And struggled with mental health. And it's an organization that brings together resources, brings together people to help those that are struggling with mental health issues. In 2021, unfortunately, my family, you know, met up with that same story. And not a club you ever want to belong to as a parent, but that happened to us with our son.
And it's driven you to do so many amazing things for so many families.
It is, God had set me up, back to one of your original questions. I think it was God who knew what I needed and knew what was coming and set me up for success in helping other people. And so this organization is important to me because of the struggles. And they are currently actually doing a program in the Crum School District where they're kind of an extension of that. They have their own counselor that is is hired by the foundation, who is in the school district, you know, talking to children and those harder conversations that need to be have and you know, addressed.
Yeah.
And they can then be more involved with the families themselves, of the parents, and, you know, all of the situations. But it's a great organization, and love the people involved with that. We just actually did a drop-off, Smiles for Snacks, that are going into the school district there. So we just did a drop-off this morning with that to help them gather snacks, so that there's food and extra food and stuff, you know, for the kids. And so it's a great organization, and I'm probably not doing it justice by any means.
No, you are.
But just getting the name out there, they're wonderful. They're wonderful. We need more of that. There's so, like you said, there's so many demands on our time and schedule, and you know, those kids coming out of COVID, that whole group of kids. I mean, there's so much and so many things that are needed to help them. Mm-hmm. And they help with that struggle.
Yeah. Well, and mental health we talk about it all the time. Mental health with children is a real thing right now. And I've loved having Leigh's kind of help and perspective after Ryder was diagnosed with some stuff and It's just been awesome. I say she's a fairy godmother, and she is.
Yeah,
She's the great.
Yeah.
She's the greatest, and the company's wonderful. It's a wonderful idea, wonderful mission, and I love you're starting your own charity now and giving back as much as you can, because dealing with what you've had to deal with and being able to channel that into so much good is so powerful and inspiring. So I've been so blessed to get to know you and for all that you've done for our family, and been wanting to have you on here for a while.
Thank you so much.
I know.
Thank you so much.
And I'm grateful too, because if Julie's happy, then everybody's happy.
Well, and
just like they say.
I keep saying to Emily, like, could Lee help you with anything? She's like, I'm good. She's like, I'm organized.
Yeah. I do have I have my own fairy godmother, and her name's Miss Vicky, and she's been with us.
Have one.
She's with us 2 days a week. She's been with us since the kids were born.
Yeah.
And so she's been with us for 15 years.
Yeah.
I mean, even longer than that. She used to be but she used to do the housekeeping in my husband's condo that, when we met. And then now she's been with us. She's there every Tuesday and Thursday. And she's a non-negotiable for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, she does the things that enable me not just to do the family stuff, but also that enable me to work, that can enable me to focus, like the things I don't like to do. She goes to the store. I very rarely go to the store. She makes the list. She knows what I need. I mean, she's fantastic. And so I need someone. And then whenever, my husband and I will talk about like budgets and whatever. And I'm like, well, I mean, Miss Vicky's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Like she is.
That's me.
You don't understand what she does for me, the things that she's getting done at my house as we speak, so I can free up to concentrate on work and I don't have to worry about. It was the same way when the kids were tiny, and it's like I trusted her implicitly to do everything that they needed to do, get them wherever they needed to go, do everything. And so that there's such huge peace of mind in knowing that you have someone who, and for me, it's when, it's those 2 days a week. I know I've got her and she's going to get the shit done that I need her to get done. And that's going to free me up to not worry about all that shit that I would worry about because I'm neurotic, and it works out beautifully.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and it's not a luxury. The luxury is your time.
Yes.
Now that's your luxury.
Yeah.
It's not the service isn't the luxury.
Yeah.
The service, and for me, it's not just a service, it's who we are. It is in our heart who we are.
Yep.
But it's not a luxury. The time that is given back to you, that's the luxury.
It really is.
It's a great point.
It really is, and we need to make the most of it. Real quick email from Taryn, who heard about the Family Concierge and Leigh from us in our show, and I just wanted to read it, and then we can wrap. But she said, "Dear Julie, when you posted about Leigh from the Family Concierge, I immediately pinned her to my vision board as the gift my husband could give me. I mean, Christmas, birthday, and anniversary combined, that's girl math perfection."
That's brilliant.
Right? Just combine it all.
Yeah.
Your words, fairy godmother, said it all. I knew that's exactly what I needed. For a solid week, I walked around my house asking, if I had a fairy godmother, what would I ask her to do? Highly recommend that little thought exercise, by the way. My goal was simple: get the house in tip-top shape so I could host Sunday dinner, give my mother-in-law a break. She does it every week. Once a month hosting was her Christmas present from us, which meant the pantry and kitchen needed to be ready for a party crowd. I'll admit I hesitated calling. I think this is probably a lot of people, because I thought I had to pre-clean and pre-organize before someone came in and judged my mess. But finally, I swallowed my pride, made the call, and thank heavens I did. I'll never forget walking through my house with Leigh. I kept apologizing, explaining why things weren't done, and she just listened. Gracious, kind, completely judgment-free. By the end, she gave me one of the sweetest compliments I've ever gotten about my home. I instantly knew I could trust her and her team. She said, honestly, that walkthrough was like exposure therapy. It broke through so many of my insecurities about letting people into my space and worrying about what they'd think. You know how those perceived judgments are usually just in your own head. Well, I've got plenty of those. By the end of that walk with Leigh, she helped me purge so much of that negative self-talk. It was better than a year's worth of therapy. It's so much more, right, than organizing. When Leigh and her crew came to work their magic, it was the best present I've ever given myself. They finished projects I'd started and stopped 100 times, bringing calm to our chaos. She didn't stop there. She followed up weeks later to make sure everything was working smoothly and helped me tweak a few things. Leigh truly has a heart of gold, which we can tell here today on this show. She helped me get my mind right so I could function in a new phase of life. Every time she's here, I pick up another little wisdom nugget, a life hack that somehow just makes everything easier. My kids adore her too. All I have to say is Miss Lee is coming by, and at least one of the three runs to clean their room to pass the Leometer of cleanliness. I could go on, but I'll stop there. Let you two take it from here on the pod. Love you, Julie and Lee. Thanks for connecting us through the gram. So yeah, when I post about the Family Concierge all the time, this is why, because I really do think it's something that everybody needs. And I want to spread the word as much as I possibly can, because as you can tell, she does have a heart of gold, and it is a game changer for so many families, and we don't need to like beat ourselves up over all the things we have to do in life, and just outsource some things. It's worth it. It's important.
Oh, 100%.
Free up your brain, free up your time, free up your day. So
no
it's awesome.
shame in that game. Asking for help, letting other people do some shit.
Do.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much, Lee, for coming and
Tell
spending
people
some
where.
time with us.
I know if they follow the mom game that they definitely have heard about you and know where to find you. But for those who maybe haven't, if you don't follow us on social media, what are you actually doing?
What are you doing?
But tell people where they can find you and how they can get in touch with you.
So we are on Instagram, the Family Concierge. You can also you can email us. We are at www.familyconciergeservices.com. That comes straight to me. So, there's no...
No buffer person. Yeah.
No buffer. You're talking to me. When you get that text or that email, it's coming straight from me. So pick up the phone today. Do not try to do it all. We're there for you. Give yourself the luxury of time.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're there to help.
Okay, you know how we close out the show. It's a mom game out with the peace signs. We're going to do a solo peace sign because we're going to cheers first and then throw up the peace sign. Your camera's here. Everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here's your glass.
Cheers, then peace sign.
Cheers and then peace sign.
We got it.
1, 2, 3. Cheers.
Cheers.
And mom game out.